wee, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie B all day. I'm bringing you some gear today, and I can't even hold them all. It is some really cool gear. I'll show you up close. These are DodecaBeads. It's from Meloncorp, and these things, where's the logo? Where's the logo right there? So these things are pretty awesome. Now, I've never been a big lanyard guy. I gotta let the dog out. That dog of mine. So I've never really been a big lanyard guy with knives. And when I got these in the mail, and I'll show you, he sent me D-Bad to party. He drew my logo on there. D-Bad, Desert, Dodecas. He had some fun with this box. He was writing all over it. But what he did is he sent me paperwork, right, for what they are. Pretty self-explanatory, though. Got some cool stickers. Got these ones and got another big one. And he sent me a bunch of these things, these Sour Patch gummies. Now, I don't eat Sour Patch gummies. He doesn't know that. I don't eat Sour Patch gummies, but just because of the fact that he sent me a whole bunch of them, I ate one. I ate one just out of respect. It was gross, but I got it down. So he was saying to me, he's like, look, man, I have this product, and he's like the CEO or whatever. And he says, I have this product. They're really badass. Look at this one's metallic looking. And it's a great lanyard for a knife. He goes, I was wondering if I could send you some. You could see what you think about it. And he didn't say, hey, can you make a video on my beads? He said, I just want to see what you think about them. And I'm like, all right. But I've been checking these beads out, and I've come to realize something about these. They're not just knife beads. They're not just a good lanyard for your knife. And the thinking was, you take one of these. It glows in the dark. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it there. I'm probably not. But it glows in the dark. And that way, because and what got him was we were talking about this machete that I did. And I was talking about the orange handle. And I just threw it into the grass. And I was like, there you go. At your camp, you can see it. At night, this orange won't glow. But so it's going to still disappear at night, but in the daytime you'll be able to see it when you throw it down. And he was like, yeah, man, he goes, I watched that video. He goes, and speaking of being able to see it, and this is why he sent it, he says, oh, these glow in the dark, I want you to check these out. So he's like, I'll send you one. He sent me like 30 of these things, but I'm going to show you some of the different colors, right? You got this white stone look, right? You got the blue, the light blue, which is really nice. Oh, and you can have your own logo printed on these too, which is really cool. You've got the OD green. And I'm going to show you a snippet of a video that he did where he's taking hammers and just smashing these things. They're indestructible. Indestructible. If you put one on the end of a line, it becomes a weapon, a self-defense tool, even just enough to get away type weapon. You have this metallic one that I showed you. It's kind of really cool. You got that metal flake in there. Let's see. You got a gray color right here. That's nice. That's the white marble. And then the green, which is right here. And you can see that one. So, I just saw it. It was held down below, and I could see the glow inside of it. That was kind of cool. I haven't tested these out yet. I put them in the sun this morning, and they were only in the sun for a little while. So what I want to do is I want to take them into darkness because it's bright day out. So I got to show you inside. But I want to throw these. I want to throw these on the ground in complete darkness and see how they go. So he sent it with this 550 cord. So you get a whole bunch of that. So you guys who braid your own lanyards, you get a whole bunch of cord. And I'm guessing maybe it comes with that. But what you do get for sure, it says tactical paracord beads. So maybe you get the paracord. I don't know. It comes in a 4-pack for $10.99. I'm going to put a link down below for his eBay page. You get a 4-pack. So you're thinking, okay, well, that means I have to put it on 4 knives. Well, not necessarily. If you are out hunting, right, and you have a rifle, boom, 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 and you're at night and you lean this thing against a tree at your camp, which is something we do. We just lean it up against something. It's going to be really nice if these things really work and they do glow in the dark. When your rifle is sitting against a tree, or even if you like to put it on your handgun, you can attach one of the beads and you'll be able to see it sitting there. You pick it up, you're ready to go. I think that's pretty fantastic. Not only that, but you have the option as a lanyard for your knife. So it could go on a lanyard and dangle. And you see a lot of those. Knives just have that. Knife makers all the time are putting lanyards on the knives, right? So something like, now imagine this, but it's glowing when it gets dark. That's a really, really cool thing. So if I have my knife and I'm out camping, I'm doing some shredding and stuff like that at the fire, and I'm getting stuff done at night, and I put this down, and then all of a sudden, boom, I look over and this is glowing in the dark. I can't miss it. Can't miss it. That's pretty fantastic if you ask me. Not only that, but keychains. I thought there's one thing he didn't tell me is you could literally tie one of these up to a key ring, put it on your key, and then your keys will glow in the freaking dark. Who hasn't lost a key? Go ahead, I'll wait. Who hasn't lost, like, crap, where did I put my keys? Imagine that thing, it's in a room somewhere and it's dark, and before you turn on the light to go look for it, you just look over and there it is beaming. That's pretty cool. So what I want to do is I want to pull up his video of him banging on this with a hammer. All right, so this is right on his eBay page. And you can see that's the bead, right? It's on a lanyard. Okay, this part I could have skipped. He's, I guess, just showing how to tie it. Let's see if we can't fast forward. Nope, it's only, it's not that long. But, so here he goes. He's going to take a hammer. He's just going to start whacking the hell out of it. And this goes on for like a minute and a half of nothing but smashing these beads with hammers. And he changes up the hammer. He does different kinds of hammers. And they still work. They're still going to glow no matter what. This thing is freaking awesome, man. You just beat the crap out of it. All right, but what I need to know is, do these things really glow? Are they really going to, in pitch black, in absolute darkness, really going to show? And I know said something about, like, if you take a flashlight and you throw it on the floor, if you take a flashlight and you, like, charge it for, like, 10 seconds, it'll give you, like, an hour of glow, just 10 seconds of charge, something like that. Oh, wow. It's kind of hard to tell, but let's see. Well, let's see. It's hard. I'm going to take it in the dark. This was just because I just saw it, and I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know if you could see it, man, but it's actually glowing. It's hard to see on the camera, so I'm hoping it's about to pick up. But let's go test this theory. All right, so we got to test the ability to glow. Boom! Oh my gosh. All right, so the blue ones and the green ones really, really glow. The other ones might not have the glow. I wasn't sure about what colors did and what colors didn't, but check out the green. The blue is beautiful, obviously. It's just cool looking. But that green is on fire. Holy crap. So here I am. I'm in the dark and I have my knife. I drop it by the fire. Where is it? Oh, look at that. It's just glowing. Oh my gosh. It's actually darker in here than the light is showing off. Like right here, it's pitch black. Look at that. Look at that. That is crazy. So I had these outside and now they're glowing. That is pretty cool. I'd say that was a success. So what we learned is if you want ones that glow, you go with this light colored green or this light colored blue. The light colored green, that was crazy. That was as bright as it gets. This one was nowhere near as bright as the green. Throw it on the floor and it's still less like a light bulb on the floor. The rest of them are just indestructible lanyard beads. They're indestructible lanyard beads. Great for having, but I'm going to say straight up, if you're really interested, and they come in a ton of different colors. I'm actually looking at one of the things now. I'll show you. So who knows, maybe a few of these actually glow, but look at the colors. That's a ton of goodness right there. Follow the link below. Look at the eBay. Remember, I don't get paid for doing this. This is not something like, oh, if you say it's going to work, I showed you it's going to work, right? I showed you. We did it on camera. We threw them in the dark and they worked. So I'm not going to BS you because I can't BS you. We physically did it. These things are great. These things are great. Absolutely digging them. I got a whole bunch here. I am definitely 100% throwing one of them green ones on my keychain. I can tell you right now, 100% factual and actual, that's going on my keychain because I love dropping my keys. I mean, I make a sport of it. So this thing is going to be fantastic. Follow the links. These things are awesome. It's Meloncorp DodecaBead tactical paracord beads. He actually has like a whole bunch of like what they're good for, and it's engineered for operators, tested against concrete, survival grade paracord anchors, tactical lanyard system, and it's unbreakable geometry, 20 millimeter dodecahedron shape, distributes impact forces unlike fragile skulls and cubes and cylinders that crack under stress points. Field proven grip, tapered edges. They work wet, dry, or gloved. Won't slip like non-uniform beads. They won't irritate your skin or shred gear like textured beads do. If you'll know that if you've ever used a textured bead and they rub on your stuff, they'll fray. They'll fray your materials. That sucks. I've had a backpack fray. And FedEx is here. I get so many packages come here. All right, so tactical safety light source glow beads visible at 25 meters after. Okay, so here it is. It's visible at 25 meters after 10 seconds of even just a phone light charge. Be seen, be safe. Attached to gear, never to lose it. Wilderness, low light areas. Feather light, which they are. Only 18 ounces. Let's see. Negligible weight to your kit while surviving ball peen hammer strikes. Yes, we tested it. So they're really, really good stuff. I don't know. I showed it to you. I can't make anything up. I can't stress out enough how really important something that glows in the dark is for gear if you were in the field. And not combat, obviously, because you don't want to glow in combat. But in non-combat situations. However, if I had this OD green and my AR is over there, and I had it on my AR, a lot of times what I would do is I had these leather straps that I dangled and I wrapped my hand in on my pinkies. So when I held my weapon, I was pulling force this way, going this way, and it gives you a tighter hold on your rifle. Man, it's on my AR, and that's... Oh, I put it away. I had it out recently, but I put it away. And I have the straps on it, and I would have showed you, but that's what I do, is I literally have the straps, they dangle from my buttstock, and they come around, they wrap around my pinky, and I have double pressure that way. And it works really well. To have one of these, if I could have locked in, I think this would actually make it better. So I might add this to my AR-15. This one doesn't glow. This is the dark green. So this will be perfect. I mean, you can think of tons of applications. You could put them on all kinds of stuff. If you have an inhaler, or if you have other things that you need, your dog poop bag when you're walking, even just your dog's collar. I didn't even think about that. If you hook them to the thing when you're walking your dog, you hold them under light before you leave. You go for a walk with your dog, they're glowing. Ta-da! There's just all kinds of good stuff. Maybe even if, let's say, you go to a drive-in movie and you have a setup, or you're at like a 4th of July type thing where you're sitting in the dark and you want to walk away to go to the concession stand or go pee. You come back and it's like, where's my blanket? Well, if you have one of those, you put a little stick in the ground with a dangling little ball, you're gonna be able to bead right on it. And it's just stupid. I could think of all kinds of little things where it would actually be useful. You put them on your kids when you're going to do like Halloween stuff, you know what I mean, or at night. I don't know, man. I could just, the wheels are turning what these things could be good for. What I do know is that they really glow. They're really impact resistance. And they can have little things added on. You can have your logo printed on, and I think that's kind of cool. So check out the link below. That's it for this one. I am Donnie all day. Till next video.